things we get requests about is what kind of knives do you use? What are your favorite knives? What do you recommend? So we thought we'd just do a little video about the knives that we use most often in our kitchen. By no means is this all of the knives out there, but this is what we use pretty much on a regular basis. And we're gonna start with your big guy.
Cleaver. Asian Cleaver. One knife rocked the world. Very sharp, debone, slice, dice, shredded, anything you want. The most favorite that I can use for this cleaver is I can scrape the food and put it away. Simple, easy to use.
Can we talk about that one more second?
What?
Okay, so this knife is not for the faint of heart. In full transparency, this is a little bit trickier to use, and it takes a little practice. The shape of it, the weight of it, but once you do it, I think it's a great knife to use, but it does take practice.
I think the first time I carried this cleaver when I was like 10 or 11 years old. I started cooking when I was like 6, 7 years old with the family. I mean, we learned everything.
Yeah. I don't encourage you to give that to a 6 or 7-year-old.
Not 6, 7.
Okay, the next one, chef's knives. So they're in 3 different sizes, you can see, and these are my go-to. If you watch the videos, these are the ones I'm using most often. And what I love about these, well, they're great all around, but you see the way they are, they're great for rocking. So when you're using a cutting board and you're chopping, mincing, it's great all around. I have different sizes because, like, for example, this is my big boy. If I'm trying to cut a melon, it's great to have something large because I'm not going to be cutting a melon with something like that. So I definitely recommend getting at least one good chef's knife, if not a couple. You want to talk about this boy? Can you remember how to say it?
Sushi knife? No, I'm Sunaku, Sutakao.
Santoku!
It's a Japanese knife. It's no different than any other knife, except they have a lot of dimple.
Oh, you said it right. Dimples.
Dimple dumpling. Oh, that's when you slice or cut anything, it prevents have your food stick on the knife.
Yeah. See how they?
Be careful.
Can you hold it up? All these little dimples right here. He's right. Helps keep the food from sticking. This is a great all-around knife too. Use that quite a bit. Bread knife. So you can see it's got a serrated, something's on that knife. Serrated bottom, so it's like a saw. This is great, obviously it's called a bread knife, for breads, baked goods, because you almost do like a saw motion and it cuts through the bread or bakery item without smushing it. So if you try to use this on bread, it may end up smushing it down. This is also really great for cakes that are spongier texture, like an angel food cake. Same reason. It's not, when you cut it, it's not gonna smush the cake. You wanna talk about these?
No, you talk about paring knife.
We have 2 different paring knives here. So these are gonna be your smaller knives. And this is more for detailed work, small work. So like, you've used this sometimes when you want to peel an apple, which if you haven't seen him peel an apple, he can do it in one
or you can decorate like
curl.
garnish with vegetable.
So and then this little guy, I did a recipe the other day where I had to do like little small cuts out of pastry dough. This is great. I had to cut little shapes out. Wonderful, wonderful.
Amazon boxes.
Oh yeah. Don't use your knives on Amazon boxes. And then you want to tell them what this is?
Where's the steak?
Good old steak knife. We highly recommend you getting a set, maybe 8. I think that's usually how they come in, is a set of 8. Get some good steak knives because they will last you a really long time. And then this, what is this, tell me? It's not your magic wand. It's not your Harry Potter wand.
When you disagree, you're gonna fight with your. Sharpen your knife. before you cut.
Why?
Safe knife is a sharp knife because it's much easier to cut without any struggling. Knife choke up, so you have a nice grip. The other hand, your knuckle, tuck it in, not like this, tuck it in, and then use the knife to support, and then rock in motion. Practice make perfect. When you cut something, be careful. No Facebook, no whatever you go. Usually accident happens because you're not paying attention.
Yeah, and you do always say that is a safe knife is a sharp knife. People think that, you know, it's more dangerous, but a dull knife is actually more dangerous than a sharp knife. That, I know that sounds counterintuitive, but what?
I'm a culinary instructor for 12 years. I teach many students all over the place. Number one question, what kind of knife should I buy?
Yeah.
There's a gazillion knife on depend where you go, like Target or kitchenware or special gourmet store. So they I would say from $30 to all the way to $1,000 per knife, a pair knife. So depend how much you want to spend, but I suggest you go to a store that you wish and carry a knife. Oh, this is too long, too heavy. Then I go downsize. Oh, this is a nice grip. I feel good. My hand's good. It's not like a, you know, cheapest quality one. It's just okay, but just I would not suggest spend too much on the knife. You have to take care of it. Like for instance, you need to sharpen a knife, you know, and make sure you wash it, clean it, dry out the knife, because sometimes inside steel made from the steel will rust, you know. So it depends on the stainless steel they put in. Usually when they make a good knife, they compress 2, 3, 4, 5 layer of metal and pound it. With the machine, better price. By hand, well, figure out. It's gonna be very expensive, but yeah.
So most of our set is Woostock.
That normal range.
You can see that.
Yeah, they're very good now. We have it for years. I mean, you take care of it.
Now yours is different.
This knife lasts longer than me, my age. I'm serious. We have a knife. Our family in the business for like almost 50 years. We have a knife. You see how deep? By the time you sharp, it go like this. When you start sharpening like this, your knife probably 30, 40 years old, but still very sharp. So if you take care of one knife, it will last you forever.
And then the last thought is all of these, like I said, are Woostock except for this one. This is J.A. Henkel's, and this is a good knife.
You get it from Target, I guess.
No, this one we got at that kitchen store.
Oh yeah.
This one was a splurge.
Target have it, I think.
This one was a splurge. This was a over $100 knife. So you probably don't remember that, but I think you bought it for my birthday or something. But I'm not opposed. Yes, but I'm not opposed to you guys splurging on one really good knife that you're comfortable with. This is a great all-around knife that I think you could splurge on. So that's it. Hopefully this answered all your questions. There's a few other types of knives that we didn't mention. There's like a filleting, boning knife, what else? Carving, a utility knife, sushi knife, tomato knife, peeling knife. We don't use those regularly.
Respect the knife,
but
or you get hurt.
That's what we use. So good luck, sharpen your knives, keep all your fingers. Bye guys.